Good morning, all of you. So today we would be start the lecture of electronic circuits with the topic AC equivalent circuit. So in the last lecture, we have learned the common source configuration, the DC analysis using the voltage divider bias. We have also seen the concept of DC load line as well as the Q point, operating point. We have also drawn the graph for them by using some given values, and we have learned this all concepts. Now today, in proceeding for the next topic on the same circuit, common source amplifier circuit, we have to be see how can we able to draw the AC equivalent circuit. So in or the small signal equivalent circuit. For this purpose, we have to first learn how to draw the small signal equivalent circuit or AC equivalent circuit for MOSFET transistor only. After learning this, we would be go for the next stage, that is for common source amplifier. So first of all, we would be learn the how to draw the AC equivalent circuit for the transistor. So in this case, initially we have to be assume the signal frequency is sufficiently low so that any capacitance at the gate terminal can be neglected and the input to the gate thus appears as open circuit or infinite resistance. So already we have discussed this point. So here in the diagram it is very much clear that what is the clear you have to be see the diagram. This is the diagram of the N channel enhancement type MOSFET. This is the gate terminal, this is the drain terminal, and this is the source terminal. So we have only considered the MOSFET here, and we have also assumed that this is an ideal MOSFET because it is having the infinite input impedance or resistance. Because of that, gate and source, between the gate and source. So in between gate and source, there is the open circuit, means this is having the infinite input impedance. And the voltage between the gate and source is, this is representation of the AC voltage, because we are learning about the AC impact of the AC signal on the transistor. This is the AC voltage, small v, small gs, means AC gate to source voltage. Okay, that could be also represented as a phasor representation. This is the phasor representation where you have written a in italic letters capital V and suffix is gs. This is also representation of AC signal in the phasor representation mode. Similarly, for the current also, small id means AC current and AC drain to source voltage. The voltage between the drain to source term. And the current is flowing from the drain to source. We have learned this from the operation of the MOSFET. Now, how to convert this particular MOSFET into the AC equivalent or small signal equivalent circuit? You have to see in the diagram 15B. In the 15B, you can see that this is your how to draw this kind of the network. Yeah, you can see here that there is a three terminal also shown as the transistor, gate, drain at the top, and the bottom end as a source, because it is an N channel MOSFET and source is always at the lowest potential. So as a bottom line or the reference line, we always draw the source. Okay, and gate is and drain is apart because there is no connection between both the terminals, so it would be at available at the above of the source but apart from each other. There is no direct connection between them. Now you can see according to the circuit, you have to be just how to learn to draw the small equivalent circuit of transistor. As per the transistor status, you have to draw the terminal voltages. Here gate to source there is a VGS. Here also you have to draw the gate is a positive terminal and source is here the negative one. In between there is a VGS voltage. Similarly, drain is a positive, so here the positive sign, and there is a source is negative as compared to drain, and the voltage between them is VDS. Okay, but one more thing is that the difference between the actual transistor and this small signal equivalent circuit is this symbol. What is this? This is the representation of the current source. Okay, and it is dependent current source. It is not independent current source. It is dependent current source. So on which factor this current source would be depend? It would be depend upon the voltage. As we know that MOSFET is the voltage control device. So this current source, this indication of arrow, if arrow is like this in the circuit diagram, means the current is flowing from top to bottom. If arrow is in inverted form, so it means the current is flowing from bottom to top. Okay, so here the current is flowing from top, means there is a drain terminal, and bottom means there is a source terminal. So from drain to source there is a current is flowing, that is called the ID. This is ID. This ID is flowing here. But if you have see that the value near to this current symbol, dependent current symbol, it is there is a GMVGS. So you can see there is a new concept, a new term has been used, that is called the GM. Okay. So what the GM is actually? So here we know that in the case of MOSFET, your ID is, or you can say your ID is proportional to VGS. Okay, your ID is proportional to what? VGS. We have already learned in the previous lecture. So as your ID is proportional to VGS, it is also the same relationship as the Ohm's law. So what is the proportionality constant when you have to be represent the ID is equal to, so there is some proportionality constant that is multiplied with the this VGS, and here as a proportionality constant you can see it is a GM. The GM is called the transconductance. GM is called the transconductance. So mathematically, if you want to learn what is the GM, means the GM. So as per the Ohm's law, we have also know that what is the Ohm's law says that the voltage is proportional to I current, and if the V is equal to, then it is IR. Okay, so what is the I actually? I is nothing but V upon R. So 1 upon R means what? It is also the, you can say V into G. G means conductance. Okay, so here the same thing is there. It is also one kind of conductance, but here we have written GM, small gm means transconductance. So why in this Ohm's law, this is conductance, that is current either is for the input circuit or for the output circuit. That's why we have used the term conductance. But here conductance is related between output current and input voltage. This is the main difference between the Ohm's law and this particular situation. So here current is output current, drain current, and voltage is input voltage, that is VGS. And we are establishing a relationship between both of them by this proportionality constant GM. That's why it is called the, that's why its name is transfer of conductance. Transfer of conductance. So we have to further slide, we have to see what is this. The small signal drain current is related to small signal gate to source voltage by a transconductance GM, and the relationship is very much clear. ID is equal to GM VGS. Okay, and you can further write the GM as ID upon VGS, that is equal to this. What is the formula? This is one. This is the formula. This is the mathematical formula for the GM. The above equation also shows that transconductance GM is a function of Q point, because here we have used the BGSQ, Q point value. Okay. So can tell me, anyone tell me how this is coming? How this would be has been coming? This particular equation. Actually, if you have to be see the actual relationship, so this is ID upon VGS. Instead of that, you can write that this is delta ID upon delta VGS, or del of ID upon del of VGS, means change in drain current with respect to the change in gate to source voltage. So as we know that the formula of ID is what? Formula of ID is what? capital Kn VGS minus VTN whole square. And when you have to be change in drain current with respect to change in VGS means what? We have to be differentiate this equation. We have to be differentiate this equation. How you would be differentiate? Anyone has any idea? For differentiation, you have to be see the differentiation formula. So what is the differentiation formula? Del of ID upon del of VGS means as per this del of ID is here ID is what? Kn into VGS minus VTN whole square, okay, bracket closed, upon del of VGS. So you have to further write like this, del of, note it down also, it would be helpful for you to understand. So here the depending parameter is what? This is constant, this is constant. You can write like this, del of VGS minus VTN multiply by del of VGS minus VTN upon del of VGS. It would be modify the drain current equation. Hello. Infinite output resistance in the MOSFET, but practical cases, MOSFET having the some finite output resistance. That's why whatever the if you have to be see the slope, or when you have to be plotting the output characteristics of the MOSFET, that would be some slope would be exist in the saturation region. Ideally, what is happening? Ideally, if you have to be remember the ID versus VDS curve, it would be like this. I'm just drawing here roughly. This is the VDS and this is your ID, and here we have to be ideally draw like this. Ideally we have to be draw the flat curve, but practically what happens like this, there is a some slope existing. So there is a some amount of variation in the some amount of dependency of the drain current in the VDS value. Okay, so there is a delta ID or delta VDS. So this is actually happening in the practical case. Okay, that's why in the practical MOSFET there is some amount of finite output resistance is present, and due to this finite output resistance, the drain current in the saturation region would be modified, and it would be modified like this. This is very important equation, you have to be noted down. ID is equal to, always keep your notebook and pen with you for this particular subject, because this is analytical one. So in this case, you can see here ID current in the saturation region is modified. Instead of K and VGS minus VTN whole square, it is again another multiplying factor is there, and that is 1 plus lambda VDS. This is the multiplying factor is added because of finite output resistance. Okay, so this is also called the channel length modulation effect. So we have to be see what is the lambda. Lambda is here. In this case, lambda is here what? Lambda is channel length modulation parameter. Okay, there is a one of the practical issues arises for the MOSFET operation, that is called the channel length modulation issue, and that would be responsible for finite output resistance existing in the MOSFET, and it would be modify your current equation. And because of this, we have to be see the formula for the output resistance. So what is the formula could be for output resistance? Anyone has any idea? The formula of R0 should be what? As per Ohm's law, obviously, it would be voltage upon current, V upon I for R. But in this case, R0 is the output resistance, so it would be what? VDS upon ID, output voltage upon output current, delta VDS upon delta ID. Okay, but we have only the formula of ID is here. So what we will be do? We have to be also write it as delta of ID upon delta of VDS whole inverse. Can we write like this? This is also one of the way to writing the formula of resistance. Okay. Now we have to be seen the next slide. The small signal output resistance could be defined as delta of ID upon delta of VDS to the power minus 1 by keeping one parameter constant here, because here there is a VGS is remains constant, so it would be remains constant. So what would be the equation for the R naught now? You have to be differentiate the ID given in the previous equation with respect to the VDS, and when you differentiate that equation, you would be get this value. You would be get this value. Okay. So what is the value is there? The value is this delta Kn VGS minus Vtn whole square. This would be acting as the constant there. 1 plus lambda VDS is there. So when you have to be differentiate the 1 plus lambda VDS with respect to VDS, it would become 0 plus lambda, means lambda. So lambda would be multiplied in the actual current equation. Okay. So you can also write this equation as R naught is equal to lambda ID to the power minus 1, or you can also write it as R naught could be also written as the R naught, you can also write it as R naught is equal to 1 upon lambda ID. The equation 5 could be also write like this. So here R naught output resistance is inversely proportional to the current. The small current output resistance is also a function of output, current, and there is an inverse relationship, as well as this output current is having the Q point current, quiescent current. So you have to be say that there is a relation, a function of Q point parameter. So finite output resistance is a parameter function of Q point parameter. So further we have to modify our small signal equivalent circuit would be modified because of this finite output resistance. You can see in the previous diagram we have up to only this part, gate, VGS, GM, VGS and VDS, but this was absent. Now this was parallelly between the drain to source, there is a one resistor is added, that is finite output resistance, and it is having the value of 1 upon lambda ID. Okay, clear up to this point? Now we have to be see here. This is the AC or equivalent, or you can say small signal equivalent circuit for MOSFET only. It is only for MOSFET transistor, considering the practical conditions of finite output resistance. Now this diagram would be modified for our circuit diagram that we have chosen initially. So which circuit diagram we have chosen initially? Common source circuit. And we have to be now see how this small signal equivalent circuit would be reconverted in the form of common source configuration. So this equivalent circuit is a transconductance amplifier, that input signal is a voltage and output signal is a current. Okay, that's why it is also called as a transconductance amplifier, because input signal is a voltage and output signal is a current. This is the main reason why it is called the transconductance. Now in the diagram, if you have to be see, I have drawn the small signal equivalent circuit of common source circuit. So which common source circuit, if you have to remember? Anyone has remembering? Okay, I will be move to the certain point where we have to be see how to learn to draw this particular circuit. Everyone would be ready with your pen and notebook. See here, this is, I am drawing first I am drawing here the common source circuit that we have taken initially. maybe in online there is some problem of symbols, but draw properly in your notebook. Notebook, it is very easy to draw. Okay. Now we have to withdraw. This is the common source circuit. Everyone please draw on your notebook. It is very important part, and I will teach you that how to draw the small signal equivalent circuit from the common source circuit. This circuit we have taken initially. Okay. This is your VDD, and here we have taken one capacitance also. We have taken one capacitance, and there is a one AC voltage source. This was the first diagram we have taken as a common source configuration. Okay. So here it is, there is a current V, voltage VI, then CC, then it is R1, this is R2, then this is a RD. Okay. So this was the circuit. Now we are here to convert this particular circuit into the small signal equivalent one. How to convert here? For that purpose, everyone is able to see this particular screen. Everyone is able to see this screen. Hello.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay. Thank you. Now,
Yes, sir.
to draw the small signal equivalent circuit, we have to first draw the small signal equivalent circuit of the MOSFET, and then we have to be converted into the common source amplifier. Okay. So for this purpose, we have to be first. It is an issue of the drawing the circles. Okay. So there is a gate terminal first, then there is a drain terminal. You have to draw like this, and then there is a bottommost is the, here is the source terminal. Now gate and drain. Okay. And we know that as per the MOSFET, between the gate and source there is a open circuit because of infinite input impedance, and this would be represented as a small VGS. This is okay. And between the drain to source there is a one current source is there, that is having, showing the constant current source. This is the equation, and this is showing here later like this and like this. Okay. And there is a finite output resistance, that is, you have to see finite output resistance that we have already drawn, that is small r naught, and the value of this current source is what? Small gm vgs. Okay. VGS. It is little bit difficult to write in here. I am also speaking. You have to be by listening the words. You have to be just go and uh, just type the write the same terms. Okay. Now, what we have to be do? We have to be connect the transistor here. If you have to be see, we have to be going to connect the transistor. Okay. So for that purpose, what are the elements in the transistors extra as compared to the uh, MOSFET? You have to be see. So first of all, there is a
सर
yes. This resistance.
आवाज ब्रेक हो रहा है सर
Hello.
Sir,
आवाज ब्रेक
screen
हो रहा है
please.
Abhi. Now. Okay. So this is the extra element. Okay. So for that purpose, what we have to be do?
सर
Yeah. Still the sound is breaking.
यस सर
No, I don't think it's true. Now. Now what is the condition? Is it okay? Okay. Now we have to see the extra element is the RD. So RD is what for drawing the small signal equivalent circuit. Whatever the DC source on your circuit, you have to be connected to the first of all ground. So it is connected to ground means RD is connected between the drain terminal and the ground. So where is my ground terminal? This is source is already in the ground. So you can also show here the ground. Okay, and you can also show here the ground. And between the drain to source, you can connect. Between the drain to source, you can connect a resistor. That is nothing but your capital RD. Okay, and this drain, this is the drain terminal, and this is your source. We know that. So minus sign here, plus sign is here. You have to be write a voltage. You have to be write a voltage like VDS or capital VDS, whatever. And this is up to the output side because there is no source resistor. It is very simple. Now come to the and the current is flowing. You can show the direction of current also here. You can show the direction of current. You can show the direction of current here as you can show the direction of current like this.
Sir, screen दूसरी दिखती है.
Which screen? एक minute. Just a minute. Now.
Yes, sir. आता दिसते.
Okay. Now you have to be show the input side of the. This is the output side of the element. Now you have to be show the input side. So as we are applying the AC current here, as we are applying here AC current. So in this case, because of this AC current, what happens? AC voltage. This capacitor would be acting as a short circuit. It would be acting as a short circuit. Okay. So in this case, it would be acting as a short circuit. So this would be like this. So here you can see a voltage source. You can connect here. One end of the voltage source is connected to the ground, means source terminal, ground. And this is your small Vi. And another end of this particular circuit is connected to like this. Now between this positive terminal of Vi and the gate, there is a two resistance in the parallel. So you can, as we know that one end of the R1 is connected to ground because of this concept AC equivalent circuit. So, and one end of the R1 is connected to the R2. Means R1 and R2 in parallel, and both end is connected here. R1 and R2 one end, and second end is both R1 and R2 having to connected to the ground. So can we draw one equivalent resistance here? That is R1 parallel. It would be R1 parallel R2. Okay, this is the R1 parallel R2. So this is a way that you can draw the small signal equivalent circuit in the case of MOSFET. Okay, I've just shown that the procedure to drawing this circuitry, and more clear way you can see here how to draw this circuit would be look like. Okay, actually it is an online module, so it is little bit difficult to show, but it is. Now we have learned how to draw this particular. This is the final small signal equivalent circuit for the case of NMOS common source circuit using the NMOS transistor. Okay. I have shared the Google form also for attendance. You can also go through that. 10 minutes after the lecture, I will be done on this Google form. Now clear? Concept is clear? Everyone? You can draw this equivalent circuit. It is already in your screen. This is your input voltage source. This is your input voltage source. Parallel resistor R1 and R2. This is from here we have to be calculate the input impedance, that is Ri, that is equal to R1 parallel R2. Then VGS, GM VGS, R0 finite output resistance. This is drain current, and this is the drain resistance as per the circuit diagram. And this is the drain voltage. From this point we have to be calculate the output impedance, that is small R0 parallel to capital R. Okay, so this is the all about the small signal equivalent circuit of the common source circuit with NMOS transistor. Now we have to move next topic. Analysis of the common source amplifier without source resistance. So what diagram we have to be refer for this? This is the diagram that we have already drawn the small signal equivalent circuit for the same diagram. Okay, this is the diagram that is showing that small signal equivalent resistor for without RS. Here RS is absent. In some books they have also used this kind of the diagram. You can also use that. It doesn't matter. Either this diagram, or I am little bit modifying this diagram like this. In some books they have used the RS here and take a bypass capacitance. Take a bypass capacitance CS, and here also they have used the one of the capacitance CC2 and V0 is here. This. Either this diagram or the original diagram I have shown in the slide. Both diagram is same common source amplifier without source resistance, because we have already bypassed this RS, so it would be not participate in the amplification process. Okay. So both of the diagram you can use. The first diagram is taken from the Donald Neiman, and second diagram is taken from the Robert L. Borsted, and other books are there. Now, what is this? You have to be analyze this particular circuitry. So today, up to this point, we have to be stopped, because this would also take some 15 minutes to explain. But just go after this lecture. Try to draw the common source amplifier without seeing the diagram, and also try to draw the small signal equivalent circuit of the MOSFET as well as this common source circuit. Okay. So for today that's it. If anyone has any query, please ask me. I am ready to solve your queries, and please fill the attendance on the Google form. I've also taken the screenshot. But also you have to fill the Google form. Anyone has any query, please tell me. I would be try to solve it.